Hello, Aiden, and welcome on in. How are you? Today we changed a bit of things on the mic, so I don't know how it is. I think it's pretty. I think it's okay. I will say that. How was your weekend? What did you do? Did you do stuff? Might have decided to not do anything during the weekend, which is absolutely um, good. Annoyed at Git. What happened? What did Git do to you? Uh, That's not the usual behavior, I have to say. I don't know exactly how it should behave, but if you say key, I believe the key should need to be picked up in order for everything to work. Oh. Khalil, hi. Yeah, okay, by the way, I just did a rework on my mic, so I might, if you want direct help, I can help. But if you're looking, maybe you don't have the sound. I don't know. But welcome on in. Welcome on in. So yeah, it's just the new software, the video that I sent you, changed some of the thing that I needed to have, and now I'm able to have everything in the wavelink instead of multiple softwares. So that's a good news, at least for me. It's like one less thing running in the background while I'm doing the live streams. Yeah, so the wavelink is it's a pretty simple software overall. Let's put it on top of my face. I can't zoom more than that, sadly. But like the new interface is pretty good, and just make sure that you have the updates or that the thing is up to date. And then all the thing that you might have seen on YouTube tutorials that explain how to add an EQ, add stuff to the mic through OBS, you can now do that from here. And so that's the new update that arrived 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I don't know. But yeah, it's a pretty good thing, because now I have my I should have my mic and EQ working at the same time. You know approximately how to use it, but yeah, the fact that now this is pretty much working, it's pretty good. I think sound is okay. Always boost it, even though it's not recommended. But yeah, having the EQ, like this, inside of the software is amazing. And then the voice effects to be able to have the background noise removed. Really helpful if you have an NVIDIA graphic cards. But yeah. It will make your setup will make your setup way easier. And instead of having to put everything into...
Nino Pepper just resubscribed for 4 months. Hell ye.
Thank you, Nino. Appreciate it. 4 fucking months. That's a long time. That is a long time. But thanks a lot. I appreciate it a lot. As always, I turned into a potato with no... what's the word? No... Well, I don't know. I forgot the word. I'm a bit of a potato today. A bit of a potato. So it's good. I appreciate being a potato. But yeah, the shirt is pretty good. It disappeared, but the shirt is pretty good. Extremities? I don't know. Yeah, brain didn't work. Like, in the time I said I can't find the word, and you saying extremities, I forgot the phrase that I was saying. So yeah, a bit of a potato. But thanks a lot for subscribing. I appreciate that. It's a lot of subscribers. So, Kevin, in the app, in this, if you want to, as always, I'm talking with my hands. Now I'm good. If you want to have, yeah, brain's not here. Brain not here. If you want to add the sound mix thingy, you just need to add your basic sources, like the amount of things that you want to have. I really recommend you to split things. That will be way easier for later. So right now, I'm so sad I can't fucking zoom on this, but right now I have my voice here, my Spotify, games when you have games, but that doesn't exist anymore. Everything that is Chrome related, Opera related, like any browser source, and then my system. So system will play anything like the it should at least play anything that is like the channel points reward, the sounds, anything like this. And so the way that you decide who is going where is here. You click on that button right here. You have this window that comes in, and sadly it's tiny, I'm sorry. And then from here you define where everything is going through. So like, for example, I want to have everything by default sent to the wavelength system, meaning that anything that I have that will play on my system will be played through this, and so we'll get through the stream output. And if you want to mute something, you have this, which is very useful, because if I, for some reason, if I want to skip like the music, you can't hear the music now, but I can still hear it. And if I want the opposite, I can keep giving you the music while muting it for me, which is a bit weird, but it's something that you can do. So, yeah. So that's the usual thing with the with Windows. If you are doing the setup on a Mac, it's extremely simple. I mean, it's way simpler. I will say that. But yeah, I think you're on a PC, if I remember correctly. But yeah, the software is amazing, and the new update is amazingly everything that I needed in order for like one less process in the background, because usually I have the noise suppression with NVIDIA Broadcast to be able to not hear anything. Like, for example, if I clap my fingers, you can't really hear them. Like, it shouldn't go through. Sometimes it does. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, forget about it. But yeah, it's a thing that I like. But it's really, the software is great. It's pretty simple to understand, and you don't need like a lot of work in order for it to be clean and working. The only thing that you need to make sure that you have is, if you want to stream with headphones to hear your voice while you are speaking, plug the thing behind the mic, your headphones. Don't go with wireless, sadly, if you want to hear your voice. And don't go with wireless, and don't go with your computer input jack. Do you want to hear what the stream is hearing? That's the thing, because right now, for example, for me, because I didn't want to have headphones on stream, and the more I'm streaming, the more I'm like, maybe it would be easier. But the sound is coming through my speaker, main speaker, which means sometimes if I have like a video that is playing on YouTube with a male voice that is similar to mine, there will be some interference with my voice and stuff. So that's annoying. But other than that, we're pretty good. And yeah. Yeah. Windows sound settings. You mean this one? Hide my face. Or do you want this one? I can give you both of them. Right now you don't have everything. Remember that any app that is giving out some sounds will pop in here, but if it's not giving you sounds, then it doesn't show. So for example, if we had VLC in the background playing music or sounds, it will be behind it. So you need to root everything while the things are open or working, which is a bit annoying in the beginning, but like you just need to do that once. The most important thing would be the top section that I forgot was scrolling, sorry. Make sure that the output is the system or something similar to system. So for example, if I add a channel, I still have FX, voice chat, which would be Discord for me, and 2 aux that are available. So that's the max amount of things that I could have, but yeah. Well, just put everything on system as a main sure thing that will always work. And by the way, for that reason alone, wanted to make sure that went through. Did you hear the thing? That's my question to you. Did you hear the drink? If yes, that's good. Heard? Good. I never went deeper in the configure sound. Like the software is good enough for me, at least, to give me anything that I need in a very simple package that I can just not think about it. It's the yeah, I mean, in here, what they recommend usually is to have your input gain at a certain level. Usually it is, at least for me, usually I put it at 24, like right here, 21, 24. But you can boost it, which will cry a tiny bit because that's loud. But yeah, I don't know. So you mean in system sound? Configure sound? Like microphone? In this one? No, I have never touched anything in here. Like, it doesn't feel like a thing I should touch. As in, I mean, I could, but I've never seen anyone talk about this for me, so I'm like, we're good. Like, I don't want to touch to things that will potentially not break, but like change the way it might work. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, I mean, if it works right now for you, then it's fine. Just use that, play with that, and as always, you will do your first week with with what you think is good, and then my main thing, the thing that I did in the beginning was every stream, because my first stream were like 45 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes. Like I think an hour and 30 minutes was the longest one that I had, because I first of all, I didn't have any viewers, like a lot of viewers in the beginning, and also I was just trying to work at the same time, so it was just work and work and work. But the thing that I recommend, and I rewatched the entirety. That was a good freeze. It's a good freeze on the PC, but it's not a good freeze on my phone, so I believe everything is fine. But yeah, it's like rewatching the entirety of your stream right after. Like, if you stream at night and you can take the time to rewatch the entirety of your stream on another device than the one that you were using. So what I used to do is take my phone and rewatch the VOD on my phone, because that helped. I mean, that helped me understand if the sound was good, if the video was good, if at some point there was some breaking, and also if some like sound alerts, visual alerts were playing, not in double, like everything, like just checking anything, and specifically not using a desktop. So even though people would potentially not look at your stream or watch your stream on a phone, they could, and because the phone would be the least optimal experience, I would say, even though it's pretty good, but it's still not the greatest experience that you can have on stream. Putting yourself in the shoes of someone that doesn't have the ability to have like a big ass computer is pretty good. So rewatching everything, what I used to do is watch my streams in 1.75 or 2x speed, so it went way faster, but it helped me pick up a lot of things. Like, for example, earlier today when I was picking up, making sure that everything is clean, I found some of my first recordings. I don't want to show you, but I do want to show you. Can I do that? This used to be it will automatically have a VOD, yes. This used to be my just chatting scene. It was a simple, very simple thing with the same animated background, but in white. And yeah, I used to have eyebrows at the time that I don't have anymore. and blonde hair. But that used to be my scene. That used to be the scene that I used to have before I switched to this one, which personally I think is better. But that's a thing that happens. So yeah, remember that everything that you do right now will change. You will upgrade and change, updates, do stuff later on. As I already said to you multiple times, the most important thing is just jump, just do the thing, start it, test yourself, make sure that it's something that works for you, and I would say if you can pass the 3 months period, depending on how many streams you do per week, but if you can pass the 3 months of stream, that will be a good start. Don't like don't expect to have I hope, but don't expect to have hundreds of viewers in the beginning. As you can see, it's been a lot of time for me already, and we are not hundreds of viewers. So that's a thing that I needed to understand. No expectation is the best thing. Yes. The one I talked about earlier yesterday, I think. You might have seen their things before. This huge streamer only have one scene. He has 3.9 million followers. Okay. 3.9 million followers. And he only have one scene. This is starting, like, this is the starting scene, and then when you want to go to a game, you need to manually do the changes on OBS, and I don't understand how he's still doing this, but like, he does the changes manually, and then it goes to just a simple thing with his camera on the top left corner, and then screen capture in the background, and that's all there is. And then sometimes he just decide to put his camera on the other side, but he's doing that by hand. So yeah, it's a good reference. I mean, it's a good reference of a successful person still doing everything by hand, and still like didn't need multiple scenes on OBS, didn't need fancy transition or alerts or anything. When he have a sponsor, he just slap the logo on top of the screen, like the logo that I have for me right here. He would just change the logo for the sponsor logo. So it's an interesting thing. But yeah. I mean, from what I've seen on Friday, do you have two cameras? Or did you decide to go on the voice chat with one camera and then move it when you came back? Because I like both angle. You had a pointing up angle, and then you had the top corner angle that you kept at for the rest of the chat. It was pretty good. Yeah, but it's a pretty good thing. If you have like, having two angles is always an interesting thing. I don't. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you have multiple angles, you have the ability to swap things. Really mad. Hi, welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? And thank you for chatting. So yeah, if you have multiple angles, like that's something that I tried to do with this. Like it's not really multiple angle, but because I have my face turned toward the screen here and then toward the screen here, even though they are the same camera, they kind of look a bit different. So basically it's just this angle cropped here, and then I'm just turning my face in both directions. But the visual appeal of different camera shapes or different placement is pretty good. I mean, as always, that's personal. Always biased when I'm when I'm talking about stream design and how to make them and stuff like this. But one thing that I want to show you, then we'll move to something a bit more design related, maybe. I don't know what we'll do today. I mean, I have an idea, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know if I have, yeah. So I used to test and test and test. This was an entire layout. Thank you. I don't think so, but thank you. So yeah, I used to have, like, this was my first ever not test, but I was thinking about going extremely wide, mainly because my computer is extremely wide. So I said, let's do that. Is your Relima, or is it Relima, or is it Relimado? Because the zero and the D work together. So tell me how you want me to pronounce your name, and I will do my best to pronounce that. Is your friend Kane by any chance? Matthias Kane. Relimado. Good. I will do my best. I couldn't. I don't know Spanish, sadly. Yeah. Who is not here, by the way? Kane, where are you? Maybe they are lurking. I mean, they had an issue earlier. They sent me a message with they uninstalled Figma and they couldn't reinstall Figma, which is a scary thing to happen. So I hope they fixed it. So yeah, this was my first ever thinking moment of that will be the layout for the stream, and then I figured that it doesn't work. So I moved to something a bit more traditional. I used to have this layout with the Figma overlay, and then I have my camera right here. That was my main thing, and then I decided to put my camera into window, and I swapped and changed the look of the camera a ton of time. So we started with a very, very simple one, and then we had a mask for in-game, a mask for in Discord if it was needed, and then I got rid of that. I created a new windowed version, added shadows, added different things, tried a lot of weird shit, to be honest, that in the end were pretty good. The one that stayed the longest was this one, a sleek line and a mask. Very, very simple. Then because I wanted to potentially play Cyberpunk on stream, I did a weirdly cyber camera, but it didn't work. I didn't like it. So yeah, it's a weird thing. Then we had Stream Deck icons, the Twitch stuff, and then that was the one just before the swap, which is pretty inspired. And then this one, who came along before I decided to change the entire wide aspect ratio of the stream. The thing that I don't like about this one is I was limited in the amount of things that I could do. Like, for example, I was limited to the size of the Mac, for example. So the window of the Mac, I wanted to have the biggest visibility possible, in order for anyone who is watching the stream from anywhere to be able to see the things. And so switching the ratio, the aspect ratio, to this one, way much like wider, was a great idea. And so that's the thing that I'm doing. So this stream changed from my initial idea to this, which is pretty good. This is the way I'm doing my layout. So for example, this one is the one that we are looking at right now. And the way it works is, because I'm using Figma and Google Drive to host all of my overlays, like the thing that you can see on top and everything, I can create a component, a main component, and then use its children to showcase or not showcase stuff. So here, what I'm doing most of the time is I'm delimiting spaces, specific zones where I want to have my elements, and then in OBS I will resize to match the things. So for this one, for example, it's pretty simple. I just had to resize the Mac in the middle to fit in this zone, but to make sure that I'm not like too high or too low or whatever, I kept the overlay working, like with the colors. And then when everything was placed in OBS, I just, in the children, got rid of all the colors and re-uploaded this one instead of it. So yeah, that's the thing. And then for the lines right here, they are animated in Stream Element. So they are not from Figma. The only thing that is from Figma is the static things. So my logo here, the line that is here. Like that's the only thing. When you are looking at this, for example, this thing is just a GIF on top of this section, which is static, like extremely static. And then this is a plugin on my PC that works. I have just the chat, and the blur is just an effect that I added from OBS. But remember that you are not doing anything wrong. You are doing this thing differently. The thing that I'm doing is not the right way to do it. It's one way to do the thing that we are trying to do. And so when you look at everything, like in overall the way that I work, I just have a starting soon scene, which is this one. I then have my usual just chatting scene with chat, the Mac, the PC, the ending stream scene, and the BRB screen when needed. know that the BRB and the ending kind of disappeared. I mean, they are still used, but not that much, not anymore. Because when we are raiding, I'm usually speaking at the end, and then I'm speaking too much, and the stream cuts on the last 5 words. So that's the fun thing. But yeah, it's yeah. Scallan or Gallon, I forgot. Sorry. Welcome on in. How are you? How was your weekend? And how was your day? Yeah, my process is more efficient, but that's expected of me. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have the expertise to be here, if that makes sense. So yeah, I enjoy that. And yeah, it's fine, right? Plus 3 for you, so you are like +1, so it's like 28-15 on your side, I believe. Or I'm at +1 or +2. Either 8-15 or 9-15. But yeah, welcome on in. Ask all the question you want, Kyle. That's why I'm here. Um, I mean, if you need more informations, if you need like small tips, things like this, that's why I'm here. Heather and Nishit, welcome on in. How are you both? How was your weekend? And thank you for the complimentary to the shirt. From time to time, I get a shirt. Yeah, it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing. And so here, for example, before you go look, thank you. Oh, you changed the name. One thing that I changed and I added as a component inside of the component that I find is a bit better, specifically for me, is on this screen. You can see that here I have the date and like the time at which each stream will come, meaning that the 5:30 is now 5:30 because daylight saving and things like this. But in the usual time it's 4:30. So that's the thing. But what I'm doing in here is, because from time to time I'm taking a day off or I'm rescheduling the stream, I have a variant of said timers. And so right here I will just have to swap to reschedule and just change the thing.
JS Kurai is now following.
There was a high delay, but Kurai or GS Kurai, welcome on in. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing your name properly, but yeah. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? All the questions. If you're not chat shy, feel free to introduce yourself. I said it fine. Kurai, good. Good. Yeah, a lot of people are starting, which is good. happy you found someone with graphic design, because there is not a lot of graphic designer on stream. Personally, I don't see a lot of us. But yeah, I can't wait to see Khalil's stream soon. Yeah, I agree. It's a very small community for now, and I mean, we still. I mean, personally, I have a lot of designer. I think a lot of us are doing some illustration types on stream, and so going to the art category.
JS Kurai just subscribed.
How? Why? Thank you. Using your Prime sum on me that you just discovered. You just got one. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the sub. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. I turned into a potato. And Serge, yes. A lot of people are saying that my voice is very calming, so I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yes, subs turn me into a potato. If you sub right now, it will turn me into a not potato, because it just reused the same thing. And yeah, it's a party potato. That's how it works. I have the fireworks on top of my face, the jiggly arms and stuff like this. Weird things. And Kane, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Did you fix Figma? Is it good? Is it better? Khalil, have a good look. So the cooldown on the potato is, I think I never really know how long it stays. But I think it's 2 minutes. And then I turn back into a regular person with different attributes. Glasses, hairs, not in the dirt. I don't know, different things. Like right here. What did you do? Didn't do anything. You good. Unless the stream froze. I never know. Nishit, I don't know for who you are telling to share the Twitch. But yeah, trying to look at everything, catch up with chat. Kane, you have your friend who came earlier. I don't know if they are still here. Really Mado, who probably still here. Yeah, still here. Another one. You bring a lot of people here. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. So yeah, Kurai, the thing that I was about to say was the design community. We have a small community of designers slash artists, I will say. So it's always, we have a lot of discords, and it's like the thing that I have is here. All of these discords, we have Mr. Ben Burns, who is a huge designer, who is like a friend streamer who doesn't stream lately because he needs to work on something else, but he will come back soon. Seke, who didn't stream as well, would not stream as well this week or next week because it is in family vacation stuff, people to take vacation. And then the Figma Discord, which is the Twitch and Figma streamers, we are like 6 in there, but it's always another Discord if you want to join. That's appreciated. And as always, if you want to join my Discord, that's also the link that will pop 16 times while you're here. But I appreciate that. The goal for me today, in the beginning, was to continue working on this. So if you don't know, I am one who like to push the working with as much as I can. And so, for example, this illustration from Arcane, the TV show Arcane, was challenged to me. And this is a screenshot of the TV show. And this is where I am right now. And so I wanted to finish that today, or move, or at least do as much work as I can on this, to then go to the illustration part and animation part. So what we need to do is finish the hairs, who are right here, and that's taking a lot of time, but we need to do them anyways. So yeah, thank you for joining the Discord. I appreciate that. I mean, we have made... You missed Friday? Yeah, Friday was fun. I'm a bit sad that your mic wasn't good enough for me to understand everything you said, because I'm sure we could have a good conversation together. I don't know, maybe next time, I don't know, it's not an option, but maybe next time you could use like your phone or something else as a mic. I don't know if that was the case. So like, if you use your phone, use your computer. If you use your computer, use your phone. But yeah, just so we can hear you. But yeah, Friday was pretty good. So on Friday, for those of you who don't know, on Friday we did a bit of a podcast style gathering with the community. I didn't do that before, and then people recommended me to do this type of thing. So I said, okay, why not? Let's do that. So we did, and it was a pretty good thing. I enjoyed it. Mainly chatting, but it was a good time. Yes, it was a good time. It's an interesting thing. I don't know how I can just describe it, because the way I will never do that. The way I like to chat is by chatting. Then the way I like to chat is by chatting. Indeed. So I like to jump from subject to subject, like going in depth into a certain subject and then move on to something totally different, or keep like a realm of similarities, and then move to something different. But yeah, it was an interesting moment. I would say I enjoyed it, and yeah, we talked about like how can I say, blockchain, NFTs. By the way, I learned a lot about blockchain today, a lot more, and then what else did we move on? Yeah, we did a lot of different subjects. I mean, everyone is selling NFT right now. That's the thing. Like, Adidas is selling NFT, which I'm not against. I'm just, they need to do it right for the people, in order for the people to to how can I fucking say that? In order for the people to get interested and stay in the NFT thing. But that will come later. That will come later. What is that? Oh, that's this. Okay, interesting. That's this. Okay, right. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. Um, right now, no. I mean, brain just said you need to say this, and the say this just went away. So what was it about? Oh yeah, that. Uh, fuck, fuck you, brain. The NFT market will get saturated for sure at some point. That is inevitable. But what we what we see right now is in some countries there are 90 90% of people who have never heard of an NFT or don't understand what it is, meaning that we are extremely early in the space, and that's something that we hear all days, which is not entirely true, but it is kinda. Um, and yeah, it's. I mean, or you can already do different things. Could I, if you want to, like, if you have an idea for an NFT that you think would work, do it, because the way that you will do the thing will be probably different to the way that the person who already did the thing that you had in mind did it. Maybe you will be inspired, maybe you will not, but yeah, just do it. Like the if you want some Schneider. Inspirations. That's one of the things that I showcase. Like he created these color things. As always on stream, it look way saturated. I'm sorry about this, but these are pretty good looking piece. And for example, every round numbers, he added like a picture in the background, and they look great. And I'm sure, like, if he was into NFT and into things like this, he will potentially take all of these and sell them as NFT. But that can be an inspiration for you. You could do, like, you can do anything with an NFT. That's right now you can create everything. You can do things that already exist, but in a different way. So yeah, don't feel like you need to be, or no, sorry, don't feel like because someone did something that is similar to the thing that you had in mind, you can't do the thing that you had in mind. Do the thing anyway. That's what I'm about to say. Nishit, to go back to your question earlier, I don't think you should go to wireless, not directly at least. You could, but I'm not entirely sure of the use case, like if it's a good idea or not. But I mean, it's why I'm saying this is because it's fucking expensive, wireless. specifically in India. So I don't really know if it's a real good idea. Not directly, at least. But I prefer wireless. That's personal. We know that it's really, really helpful for me to move around and be able to do that. But yeah, I think if I'm sure, if I'm correct, fuck. The reason why you can't get rid of the dock is because your Mac is USB-C and your mouse is USB-A, like the old one, the big one. So you can't get rid of the dock, which makes sense. And what Nino said is pretty accurate. Like you might have issues mainly because the dock in itself is just annoying, which probably is the case. Sorry, I'm seeing one issue after another with no reason. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I used to have a dock, like I used to have a very much more complicated setup for the streams. I used to have an USB switch who gave me the ability to plug the mic and the camera into my Mac and my PC at the same time, but I needed to switch, like click a button to switch which USB ports are sending to which device. And it made a lot of issues with the mic specifically because the mic needed power and the dock didn't had like enough power to give to the thing. Like it was a bit weird. So I ended up ditching the thing. And right now on my Mac I just have the side dongles to have the HDMI and 2 USB-A. But to be frank, on the newest version of the MacBook Pro, I don't know if this adapter will be available or usable. I hope so, but I don't know. So we will see. We will see when that happens. If I can do what I wanted to do. What the hell is that? What? Oh. Okay. I mean, much better. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, because it seems good. It seems better mainly because of the HDMI ports. That's the only thing that I like. The SD card, I don't really need it right now unless when I move to somewhere and I decide to do some vlogs during the way, I will need an SD card slots. But on the small adapter that I have, it has an SD slot, so that's enough for me. So yeah, I don't really know. It is expensive, yeah. That's why I'm not. That's a thank you. That is a thank you. My posture is never good. So thanks for the reminder. I am a designer after all, so I am. It's muscle time! Weirdly placed. Nishit, are you really with the shirt? Fuck. And you said 3. Can I do that? And Kane said 2. Alright. 2 more. Shit.
It's muscle time!
Kane, did you do 2 time 2? Or is it a mistake on my side? You want to kill me, right? Okay. Okay. 2 more. Thank you. That's needed. Let me... Let me make sure of some stuff. Right here. Yeah. That's the issue. Oh. My God. I mean, it used to have a redemption and like a timer, first of all. It used to have a timer. But keep that. But it didn't. It didn't. The timer for the 2 didn't go through. So now I'm dying. Okay. Let me go back on chat to see what I missed. A posture check, 3 pull-ups, 2 pull-ups, 2 pull-ups. Me dying. Lisa being in the chat, welcome on in. My shirt cracking, yes. Hydrate. I'm not changing the other. I was just checking that the redemption was correct to what I did, but it wasn't. So I'm happy I checked. It has a timer of 10 seconds. But now it should be better. At least for me. And Nino, I'm proud of you. That is great. Hiragana is pretty simple. Hiragana is this thing right here. So this is Japanese writing for Japanese words in between stuff. This is katakana, which is I can send them to you. You know, I created them, so I can send them to you if I find them back in my Figma file. So this is katakana, which is used. They are the same. They are the same pronunciation and the same elements. The difference is the top one, the blue one, is used for foreign words. So anything that is coming from English or coming from France or coming from any country, to be honest, that is not Japan, Japan or China. Still out of breath. That's good. That's good. You need them. So that's a good. Having the ability to read them is pretty good. I still have some issues with ha and where the fuck is it? Ha and ma are similar, and ho is similar as well. But also my partner is just telling me that I'm not pronouncing the H properly. That's because I'm French, so I don't know how to do that. I don't know H. H doesn't exist in France. So yeah, Nino, I will. I think it's a fucking Figma sketch file. Which is might not even be on this computer. Yeah. Easier for you. I have an easier time pronouncing some sounds because they sound similar to French. Like R-E-U-A-O is a very French sounding sound, so I'm used to that. Compared to like when you are an English speaker, the E look like on French is E, so it works fine. A is A, so it sounds good for me. I will send it to you when I find it. I will find it. That's what I mean. I need to find it. So yeah. I will, Lisa, I will put it in the Lisa. I will put it in the Discord. I don't know if you joined. If you haven't, it will be in here. So yeah, we'll put it there when it arrives. And Serge, I seen your message about someone doing 130 push-up. That's a lot. I mean, it's easier because it's not a file that I have on hand. If it was the case, yes. If it was the case, if it was a Figma file that was like available, I would paste it in chat. But it's sadly not, and my drive is not available here. I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong button. Oh yeah, we had two things I wanted to talk about. No, it couldn't be on SketchCloud because I don't have a license for SketchCloud, sadly. Khalil, if you want to check, we go here. Well, I'm still dying from the pull-ups. Uh, if you have a tiny echo when you're speaking, it might be because you have the mic. Let me show you. So here, for example, on the mic side, if I put myself in front of my face, if I have this, and I have my face here as well. Interesting. If I do this, now I can hear myself, and it's annoying. So you need to like do that. If you do that, you don't hear yourself, and that's pretty good. Hugo, hi, welcome on in. How was your weekend? If you still have an echo, you might have in here, in your input, in your settings, in your input, you might have your input sending to somewhere else. That's one reason that can happen. Another reason that the echo can happen would be if you have on OBS maybe on OBS you have something. Oh, if it's not on OBS, if you don't have OBS open, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. If you have an echo, that's weird. I don't know how. You might have a thing with the mixer. Yeah, Nishi tried to kill me, and almost achieved it. So yeah, you might have a thing with the headphone jack, like the mixer output or something, in here that just weirdly send an echo to yourself, which is weird. Shouldn't happen, but that's why I'm at like 50-50 most of the time, because it's like right in the middle. You can set that up on the mic, like with the dial, the knob, the thingy. It's the third button, the mixer thingy. But yeah, that might be it. And then yeah, you said you have the Wave 3, right? So we have the same Mac. It shouldn't have an echo, but I kind of remember echoey stuff in the beginning, but yeah, I don't know. Weirdly. Oh, so maybe the gain, so a lot of things. Maybe the gain on your mic is not high enough for your audience to be like at a good listening distance. The best, I mean, if you want the clearest sound, the closest to your mouse it is, the better, because you can not talk too loud. I know you don't talk extremely loud, which is good. Like, it's a calming voice that you have. So if you are close to your mic, you will have this thing, which is pretty good. The thing that I don't like with this is you can hear everything in my mouse. Like, I can do some ASMR by eating things, and that's not what I like. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the mic almost out of sight, and I put the gain a tiny bit. Sorry, Hugo, I don't like that. I put the mic a tiny bit, like the gain a tiny bit higher. That gives me this. The pop filter. The fuck is it? I have the pop filter for this mic, but it doesn't help with the mouse sounds at all. Not for me. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But it's mic thing is the what took me the longest to not master, but like make sure that everything is working and I can hear everything properly. Yeah, it's something that I don't really like, to hear everything. So then the EQ comes into play and help a lot, because I can round the sound. If you want to check the EQ and make sure that your EQ is perfectly placed, and that what you're saying is audible, you need to, like, you record yourself. You know what? Let me do that. Friendly Alpha Gaming, which is kind of the best source for anything you need on stream. And then now the question is, where the fuck is the video I want to share with you? That seems like a long time ago. No, that's not here. I remembered, as always, that's the same thing. Remember the thumbnail, but because they change the thumbnail every fucking 3 seconds, the search bar doesn't help with me, because I'd never know how they placed things. Anyways, this is the video I want you to watch for EQ and stuff. Serge, you asked about the glass cubes, and you wrote this thing first that I didn't understand, but I don't know if it was a mistake or something else. What do you want to know about the glass cubes? I will take that. And something that I don't really do, or usually do on stream, but because of the pull-ups, there is a marshmallow. What I change or add a tiny bit of things right here. Right now, while I'm doing this, I'm remembering that I will potentially, probably, blur all of new shapes. So, I don't know. Yeah, I like fluffy You heard the gloop sounds? Yeah. I mean, if I'm picking up the next one is a bit big. That's just one. I won't do that, not on stream. But that's for later. Will be for later. And I was in the on Mel stream. Mel that we might rate later if she's still on. I don't think she will be though. But we talked about Marshmallow and pimps and things like that. I had to go, so I went to the shop downstairs, bought everything, came back. I almost finished one box of pimps, and the marshmallow have disappeared. Almost all of them already. So yeah, I blame her for my misbehaving. It's not really misbehaving, but it's a weird shape. Don't know if it's useful, but it will be here. They broke. If I start eating marshmallow on stream, we doomed. We are doomed. What? What happened? When is the procedure? Do you know? I mean, that's weird. I forgot which teeth it was. Tooth. Not teeth. Tooth. Yeah. What do you want to hear? This one? Or this one? You have the two front and then side one. Yeah, they're cheating. I mean, my teeth are tiny. I have tiny teeth. At the bottom, yeah. So I don't know for the small one that are these ones, but tell me if you want to hear some stories, because I have stories about teeth and dentist. Not bad stories, just stories. I think that's the thing that I can't talk for like any dentist all over the world that doesn't, I don't know all of them, and that makes sense. But what I would say is, if in India, dentists are usually trying to make money rather than cure tooth problems, they are probably telling you to do that because they want your cash. If not, if, as you say, they are a family dentist, if not, then yeah, if he's saying that you kind of need it, I would trust them. The only doctors that I wouldn't trust are plastic surgery doctors because they are here to tell you that you are flawed and that you need to have some changes. So yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I still, to my old age, I'm still not extremely comfortable with syringes, even though I had tattoos and stuff. Nah, still not. So my reconforting story for you on teeth. I had a weird thing happen to one of my teeth. So I had like a cavity. Everything fine for that. But when I went to the dentist, I chose to go to a specific dentist because it was a bit cheaper. And it was a school of dentist, which at the time was pretty good because as a guy, all the dentists were girls who were fucking hot, and that was a pretty good time. But because they were students, they didn't know how to do all the procedure as fast as a regular dentist. And so I spent 8 weeks on one procedure that could have taken an hour, because they couldn't do the thing as fast as they could have done. And so lots of time wasted in this place. Not a lot of money because it was pretty much free, like almost free. Like the procedure and everything cost me, I don't know, €4 every time, which is pretty cheap. But yeah, I got to spend time with hot girls, if that was the goal. It would have been good, but it wasn't the goal. So I don't know. But the thing is, they treated my teeth all good, and then it was like at the end of the on the back of the mouth, and they like put a bit of resin to not clog, but like cover the hole that they just created. So it's normal. And they say, you have to chew on a bit of blue paper, which is called contact paper, to make sure that the bottom teeth and the top teeth are not that they are meeting correctly, not on the side, correctly going together, and that will not hurt me or do something different, move my jaw placement or something. And so they say, yeah, chew a tiny bit. So I chewed, and it broke my tooth in two. It broke in half in the middle, in a slight thing, and a part of my tooth that is as big as my fingernail came out. So we had to put another thing on top of it, and then that's why I spent 8 weeks at the dentist, maybe more, to be honest. At the time, it felt way longer. But yeah, so if the dentist that you are going to is good, it will be faster than me, that's for sure. And we had the root canal thingy done as well, so it's a pretty simple procedure. It's a bit scary, but it's not not the worst that you can do. So yeah, and I agree. It's not the greatest thing. I mean, if you can sleep, if you have the ability to sleep during the whole thing, please do so. I know I couldn't, just because it's not something that I'm able to do. If someone is touching inside of my face, I will probably be awake for the experience. So yeah, but it's a pretty harmful situation when, yeah, it's like, if they really say that, if the doctor is recommending it to you, please do it, because you don't want to like not do it and then come back 10 years later or 2 years later with something that got infected or got some complications on top of it. Like that's never good. So yeah, $850, that's fucking expensive. Yeah, that was free. It was free for me. That's one of the thing when I'm happy to be French. That might be the only thing. Might well be the only thing. Just because that's just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you shouldn't be spending that much on teeth. Yeah. I mean, if you can afford it, that's always the thing. If you can afford it and it touches anything on your face, fix it as soon as you can. Because, like, your face is important. If you lose some part of your face, I know I have small teeth, tiny teeth. All the dentists that I'm see are telling me that I have keyed tooth. But yeah, if you're losing hair and you have the ability to pay for implants, do so. Or if you are ready to go bald, then go bald. Like, shave everything. When you say it's go time, are you saying it's go time you are going to sleep? Or what are you saying, it's go time to go to the doctor? Going to sleep then. Have a good night. Enjoy your sleep. Take some time to understand your new keyboard. Don't spend too much time on it. And we'll see you in the next one. And don't stress too much about the dentist. It will be fine. You didn't do the assignment? It's here. Yeah, the animation was was annoying. If you want to do just the squares on top of each other, that will take you 5 minutes, I'm sure. You can do that. But I do understand that this week's assignments was a bit too strong even for me, because if it took me 2 days or 2 streams to do the assignments, it means that I overestimated the ability or my personal ability to do the thing in one stream. So then I end up doing the same thing as other streamers that are saying, doing this in one day or in one stream, and then the next stream doing this in 2 streams, and then the next stream doing this in 3 streams. So yeah, this one was pretty odd. I agree. Yeah, even me, I learned something new on this specific assignment. It was interesting to learn delays on animations. Not something I would have done, like, or looked for naturally, or on my own, not directly at least. So that was good, even for me. That's also a good thing for me to learn stuff, because it shows you, the viewer, believe I'm a respectable designer, and I still have stuff to learn all day, every day. I have experiences and things that I can tell you, but I don't know everything. Have a good night. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. And we'll see you tomorrow. Feel free to share tomorrow, yes. Yes. I think we are almost done on the hair particles type of things. I'm not entirely sure about everything, but I do think we are closing on stuff. As in base colors. Not in everything, but still. If I go back to here, take both of them next to each other, it's pretty close. Okay. Damn. It's a lot. Oh. I forgot this one. Suddenly forgot this one. which is just a highlight. So I will try to pick the brightest color. I didn't took enough of them. And I need a tiny bit more. Oh, that's the thing. I reverted it. I inverted the thing. I forgot that. Alright, so bathroom break. Doesn't happen often, but bathroom break. And then shaders, and we should be pretty good soon. Shit. Right? Alright, 2 minutes. You go, I have the same reaction. Same reactions. Alright. Let's shade everything. A lot of shapes have or need gradients, and a lot of shapes need blur to like blend them together and have everything working properly. Yeah, I do it slowly, but yes. Why? Oh, that's why. Okay, okay. I forgot stuff like this. I did. That's better. Do I have more? No. Yeah, I am, to be frank, I am not surprised. What's the fucking word? I am impressed. Impressed by Fox's ability to create Jinx hairs. Even though they decided to do the hair a bit more, like when I'm zoomed in, you can see that it is very simple, but still Like they added a lot less detail, and also here, like less detail than on the original, but still. Oh, we have Basti on live on it. I don't know if he is streaming. I think it's Monday he's streaming. But yeah, if he is doing that, I'm tempted to have a bit more details, but the more I'm looking at them, the more I'm like, you know what? Maybe we don't need that much detail, right? I said I am impressed. But I'm not impressed. I am impressed. I am impressed by their ability to create such good looking hairs compared to the original thingy. That's what I wanted to say. Maybe my mistake in what I said. It didn't sound. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. You're good. So I think that will be way easier if I'm doing this. So, yeah. And now is the time I'm wishing to have access to an old sketch feature, which was the linear or directional gradient, which is an amazing feature giving you the ability to blur a specific shape in one direction, not the band, just a physical direction. And so you can create things that look like they are moving. And right here, this tiny amount of blur in a stroke side, that would have been amazing. But that's not the case. So what we will do is add some layer blur and hope for the best. You know what? We won't do that. We will fakely create this effect with a drop shadow that is using the same color, and a fake level of this. Blech. Looks like shit. Oh, almost made a mistake. I think the gradients will help a lot. Yeah. Oh, I forgot one. Interesting. Interesting. So you might be the same. Yeah, that will be a lot of gradients. That's just how it is. It's just how it is. This one needs to be a radial gradient here. Yeah, I know, that's too much detail. I know that. I know that. I'm fine with it. That needs no. That need another one on top of it, which will be this color with a radial inverted, meaning that the inside is transparent, and then you need to find the right angle of the banana to achieve the same thing. Like this, for example. You don't need, that's the thing, you don't need to, don't need, you can use different techniques in order to achieve the same thing. So right now, there is like a teeny tiny bit of highlight on top, so I will add another layer with this color, with a radial right here, and I will bump it create the highlight. It's not exactly the same, but it will, I think it will be better in the long run. I think. I'm never sure. I am never sure. This one needs to be a linear gradient going from here to here. That's darker. Good to know. And then on top, I can see that Fox just entered the file. That is good to know as well. If you're in chat, welcome on in. I think you were on Basty's stream. If you were, that's fun. I like it. I mean, if they are working at the same time, I appreciate it. So we haven't touched, to be frank, we haven't touched this file in 11 days, and I was feeling not the greatest about it. So, yeah. I will still say that the directional blur would be amazing on these things. could create a lot more detail, fake detail in less. You know what? Let's copy paste that. I know this one needs to be a radial. Oh yeah. I had the same dilemma this for lunch today. I was either potatoes or rice, and what defined what I cooked was the other thing that went with it needed to be cooked before the other. So because I have like pre-made recipe, and I just need to cook everything, I went for what I liked the most. Personally, wheat is not exactly my favorite thing, but it's okay. If we have the same definition of wheat, because I know in different places it's called differently, so maybe we are not calling wheat the same thing, and I don't know about it. But wheat with a T. With a T. I mean, cooking weed wouldn't be great. I mean, just weed? I personally wouldn't be happy with it if it was just weed. Like it's, nah, wouldn't match with me. Yeah. So yeah, we have the same. I think. Right? Similar, right? I think. Yeah. Spelt? I don't know spelt. It might be spelt, what I just showed. No, it wasn't, because that's more rice. But yeah, from time to time, wheat, yes. I will say that. Let me take you here so that I have a uniform color right there for the transition. I can see them calling me. I have a mistake right here. I forgot something. That's good to know. Ah, really? How? Damn. Can you pick one color that is right, placed right? No, you can't? Okay, good. Oh, and so here, the thing that I wanted to do is adding one of you. I wanted to do this. Wanted to do this, and then change that to radial. Put the thing here. Put the end around here. And kinda sharp this. Elongate it. Almost good. How? How? I was like, there is voice in this song. How? Much better. The DMCA police in my head is more efficient than the DMCA police on Twitch. Yeah, that's an advantage, I'd say. Damn. And this song is pretty good, so I'm good with it. Feel like the luminosity of my screen is not good enough, but I can't change everything right here. It's fine. We'll go with it. I don't like this. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but I don't like this. I think linear might just do the trick as well. Same thing. Just to create the shapes without actually having the shapes. Might work. Might work. This one is extremely too sharp. Extremely too sharp is a bit much. And yeah, everything is blurred. I don't like that. Not like that fact. But it works. I feel like I forgot a lot of details. And I don't like it. Yeah. I kinda agree, but also no. So, I don't... There are places where... need more details on that. How? So you are a part of this. Okay, okay. I had you. Good. And then let's add this one as well. I don't know if it's a good idea though, and at least it will be here. A bit more detail, I don't know. Some highlight are missing. Some details are missing right here. This should be with you, I would say. Oh, I watched out of context. I watched a movie yesterday night for the only reason, and I saw a clip on TikTok, and I said, "Oh, that's interesting. Where is this movie coming from?" And then I found the movie, watched the movie. It was kind of trash. That was interesting. The movie name is Infinite. I like the subject, like the backbone of the story is pretty interesting. In itself, it's they say, I don't want to spoil anything, even though it's not a spoiler, but like. The backbone is, it's our world right now, but some people have the genetic modification of reincarnation, and when they reincarnate, they remember everything. Whereas the other people who don't remember still reincarnate, but like don't remember anything. So when they called an infinite, you have the memories of your previous lives, but you remember most of them as your previous life, and you know everything and understand everything that happened. So the concept is interesting, but the execution wasn't the greatest one. So I don't know how I would rate it out of 10. I don't know if I would rate it out of 10. But it wasn't the greatest. I just saw one of the tech thing in the movie, and I said, okay, I need to watch this. Which is usually what happens. But yeah, interesting things. Let's move on from that for a second and do some details on the eyes. How do you want me to do that cleanly? Like this. Yep, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Transition here is difficult. Let's do this one. I think this needs a teeny tiny bit of adjustment. Right. Damn. Whoa. That's better already? Shit. Shit. What? How? How can you not? Oh. No. Sorry. Brain doesn't want to cooperate right there. Why? Why? You should be this color, but you don't want to be this color. Don't know why it's sharp. I think it's kind of good enough, but also I don't want to settle for good enough. I think middle point needs a bit more. Dark? Yeah? Okay. Seems a bit better. I don't want to, but I think I need to. That's the annoying thing. I think I need to apply layer blur on almost everything to get the same feel of patchiness and it doesn't feel right. Like it. I don't know. It helps. I have to say, it helps a tiny bit with everything. But it feels like cheating. And I don't like that. question is, would applying the thing to the entirety? No. No. Okay. Makes sense. Wanted to cheat a tiny bit and just apply the blur on everything at once, just to see how it behaved, but not a good idea. Not a good idea. So we are missing a patch right here, which will be added with this. Unsure. I mean, it's pretty good. Not exactly the same effect, but the color is not accurate. Like the nose ridge, holy shit, don't do that. Nose ridge need a lot of work. I mean, the nose in general needs a lot of work. I think I messed up a lot on the nose. So maybe while or when I have all the things that I need on the nose part, maybe it's better? I don't know. At least this side is better. Interesting. We'll keep it sharp for now, but I am not If I make it come on top. It gives me the same thing. I understand why it's giving me the same thing, but it's just not what I want. Let's get rid of it. And that's a detail that you probably won't see. So I'm fine with it, but Yeah, I need the nose part to be reshaped, replaced. Take the darkest. Let's take the lightest. The nose is the other spot again. I mean, I was complaining for the hairs, I will complain for the nose. Question is, when won't I complain? I don't know. I don't think I will stop complaining about this one. Um, entire face is still like too light. It's just like a spot under the nose. Maybe it's like two spots to create the not grooves, but like there are grooves, kinda, right there. So I can duplicate this one and try to highlight sections. So not too much, like a teeny tiny bit, sharpening it. And yes, that's details that would not be visible. Probably won't be visible. That's the thing. That's a thing. There is something that doesn't match on the eye plus nose thingy, other than the cheeks are not good. Okay, I can fix that with a bit less blur, I believe. Okay, interesting. Oh, I made the same mistake again. Mistake being I added a shape not in the right place. I mean, kinda in the right place. Not exactly. So we need a highlight. Like this one to go. I mean, this one needs to be here as well. By doing this, I am like accentuating the shadow on the cheekbone, and they are not the right color, that's for sure. But now what I want to do is just let's take the color where here. I'm not happy with the color. She looks dead. Also, everything is green, so yes, of course, she looks dead. She, they, I think. Sorry. What did you do to make the echo go away? I want to know, because it never happened to me. If it happens to me at some point, I want to know how to fix it. I couldn't, to be frank. I couldn't, and I wouldn't want to work for a Kane or Fortish Studio, mainly because I am not an illustrator, and weirdly enough, illustration is not what I like to do. But that's weird. I mean, I read that in your first message, but that doesn't feel like. So the echo was your speaker had a teeny tiny bit of delay in between you speaking and. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. Which will always be the case. You will always have a teeny tiny bit of delay, but I mean, if you have delay on the speaker and the mic is picking up the speaker, that creates the echo, and so it can be like very tiny. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, I hate to do that, but I think if I move the mic a tiny bit more, like closer to the speaker, and I unmute myself, like if I'm doing this, I think you can hear. It's a weird thing, right? There is a little bit of echo, but I don't like that. Yeah, that's weirdly weirdly working like reverb. That will be the death of me. Anything with sugar, I will die with it. Like my dad. We'll be fine. Yeah. When do you think will be your first stream? If you know. If you don't know, that's fine. If you don't know, that's fine. Tomorrow. Interesting. And what's your time? Like at what time do you want to stream? Don't chat about it now. If you still have question, earlier you said you have 1,000 questions, 1,000 more question. I'm here. I'm here for that. As always. And no, it's not too much asking. You can ask all the thing you want. I need the details here and the details here. Interesting. So that means I could be there. I could be there if everything works. I get that. I get that. You can change the color if you want to. Is it Sensei? Nino? I'm not sure about this kanji. As always, let me just, type a thing. It is Sensei. It looks weird on my PC. I think it has more of the. No, it is too far away, and there are pixels that are different. That's the differences. Yeah, forget about it. And if you want to, by the way, I can do that. If you've been here on some of the raids that I did to my Japanese speaking friends on Twitch, the way they are calling me is Ao-san or Ao-chan if you want to, but this is too long. Not too long, but like weirdly placed. So yeah, tiny thing for the hiragana speakers around here. If we have some. Did I just fucking delete the thing? I did. That was dumb of me. That was absolutely dumb of me, but that's fine. So we'll take this color right here. Yeah, I mean, a Japanese speaker will always do everything in their power to shorten any words they encounter. So if like the friends of my partner, when they met me for the first time, anatore is too long, so my partner's family, most of them call me Ana-san, and her friends call me Toru-san. And then on Twitch, people call me Ao-san. So, different names. Different names, different places. Yeah, I mean, it's working. I'm not against it, so I'm fine with it. Right? It's something. If you want to go to Japan at some point, you have to know that people will shorten your name as soon as they can. Oh, it's okay. Hi, welcome on in. How are you? Yeah, we are working on the arcane thingy because we haven't been for the past 2 weeks almost, and I kind of need to work on that. So I buy Twitch Turbo for the only reason that I can go on any stream and I don't have any fucking ads before I can watch the streamer that I'm trying to watch. That's the reason. That is the reason. That's the main reason of Twitch Turbo, and the only use case that I would support. Also, the newest addition to Twitch Turbo and to Twitch advertising patterns that they are trying to put in place lately makes a subscription useless to not have ads, meaning that they will still show you ads when you enter a channel where you are subscribed. So that's a weird thing. So yeah, Twitch Turbo pretty good for ad management and ads avoidance. So yeah, and thank you for the compliment on the shirt. Indeed, everyone is talking about the shirt. Every time I have a shirt, I wear a shirt. I mean, I used to, as I said, wear shirts almost every day. I mean, not almost every day. And then I decided that was not comfortable enough. And now it's coming back. I'm happy to wear shirts. There will be no shirts tomorrow, though. I have to say. Yeah. I mean, it is pretty comfortable to me. That's like, I'm not too tight in them. I can still breathe. It's pretty good, but it's just annoying in terms of putting it on and taking it off is just annoying. There is too much buttons, there is too much things to do, and so the more I'm playing on that, the more I'm like, hey, you know what, let's get rid of it. And now it's coming back, so I'm good with that. Oh yeah, that's not something I would do ever. Yes. Yes. $9 a month. Sorry, I missed the messages. Yeah, kinda, kinda. So they say, even then they say with limited exceptions. So yeah, but no pre-roll, no mid-roll, no companions, no display ads. So that's like, it's pretty good. And then chat username color, I think that's already the case. And then you have this. You move from 30 days from 14 days to 60 days. But if you are an Amazon Prime subscribers already, you have 60 days. So if you have Prime sub, like Amazon Prime, you get almost everything. The only thing that you don't have is the ad free. So basically, if you have Amazon Prime, you need Twitch Turbo to get this. But yeah, I mean, they didn't have the with limited exception before, so now they are telling me I wish I could like do the same thing, like resub for 6 months and keep like not, how the fuck did I say that? Saving? Having a discount on that? That's the fucking word. But yeah. If you haven't seen, we can have animated profile picture now, like this one. Or like this one. Which comes with a specific add-on, which is called 7TV. But yeah, just easy. Again. Okay. So you missed it. It's okay. But earlier we did 3 pull-ups, followed by 2 pull-ups, followed by 2 pull-ups. Because I forgot to put the timer on the thing. Yeah, animate TDs up everywhere. You said fucking 3? That was a yellow flash. Oh, you said 3. And those one were pretty pretty good compared to the previous one. No, not me. What are you eating a marshmallow? What are you talking about? I need to gain back the calorie I just burned, right? That's how it works. Yeah, but basically the pack is open. So if it stays open, they will dry off. So I need to eat everything or close the bag, but because I'm lazy, I won't close the bag. So I end up eating everything. Good. I hate Satan. Not Satan, but Satan. I don't know how you pronounce this one, but I hate it. I can't. I can't eat it. It's just it doesn't work with me. It has, or maybe I didn't eat like a good one, but every time I had one or some in a dish, I was like, ugh. I couldn't. So, yeah. It's weird. Maybe homemade is better, but I don't know. Weird. I have a weird feeling about it. I don't like it. I do like tofu though. Tofu is good. Tofu. Tofu. Like it. How long are you staying in Italy, by the way? It's okay if you know. If you don't know, that would be weird. if you didn't know, that would be weird. I will say that. What the? Oh, you stay in Italy until January 13th, and then you go back directly to Canada to the new place. That will be. That will be a weird flight. Like landing and unboxing in order to be able to sleep. I don't know if I could. Yeah. But I mean, that's pretty good. How long is the flight? 10 hours? There's still something that I don't like about it. I think their skin is too perfect, and that's fucking with me. Hmm. Oh, that's all. Oh, I mean, that's all. It's still a significant amount of time, but it's like a 10-hour flight in total. The Lisbon connection is the most annoying thing. I mean, I hate that. Personally, I would always take direct flights to avoid connection because I can't stand them. But that's just me. I don't hate flying. I personally enjoy flying, but I don't like connection flights. It don't make any sense to me. It's too fucking sharp. Where? Where do you want the moth to be placed? Fuck. Yeah, someone explained turbulence to me in a way that made me like enjoy them more. I don't enjoy them, but like better than be scared about it. And the the representation that they gave me is a bathtub duck, like a rubber duck, and like they said, if you put a duck in a bathtub and you make a wave, it will move, but it will stay afloat. And a plane is kind of the same thing, unless you have engine failure or you lose a wing. The plane will kind of stay floating, even though it can go down but it can still float in a way. So I don't know. Yeah. I've seen Fox pop on the screen for a second. Fox, hi, welcome on in. How are you? Were you in Basti stream earlier? I saw Basti on the Jinx file earlier, so I was like, maybe they were talking about it. And then I saw you pop on the file, and I was like, interesting. So we made a bit of progress to sing on your file. It's okay, have a good walk. have a good walk. Interesting. So we have some progress, not a lot of progress, but some progress compared to last time. Let's have a look at that.
Comment il fait ça? Comment il fait ça? Le mec a fait ça sur Figma. Wow, il est complètement dingo, c'est Fox UI. Il nous a fait un petit truc sur Arcane, c'est Fox UI. Wow, quel crack. Wow, quel crack. Non, c'est pas Jacques Chirac. C'est Fox UI. C'est un renard qui fait de l'UI. Fox UI. Comme cette musique sur Spotify. STP il l'appelle Figma, quel crack. Oh, balancer des lyrics. Mais est-ce qu'il mange des pommes aussi? Oh quel crack, c'est comment il fait ça?
Nice. Pretty good. Indeed. While singing, so that's pretty good. That is pretty good. And yeah, on our side, we have progress on the hairs. The details is not as much detail as I wish it were. But I don't know. I don't know what you think about it. I'm currently doing the face thingy because there are so many things that I can't see that I don't know. Stuff that I don't like. And then I think on the body that you created, the part that is here is either the hood on the other side, or it's a piece of hairs that I forgot, which probably is the case. So yeah, but I don't know. I'm seeing small details and tiny things that I don't like. So we will see. We will see what I do about it. Hi, C Keeps. Hi, welcome on in. How are you? How was your weekend? I see. Yeah, it's dark, but it's like it's a weird thing. Weekend was pretty okay. I've done better weekends, but also it was a pretty okay weekend. So not really complaining about it. Yeah, improvement, because I figured that I didn't touch the file in like 2 weeks almost, and yeah, not good. Oh, so you were studying all weekends? Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, take your time, as always. Today was your last exam? That means you're free now. That's good. I mean, on my side, my views, that's good. I'm seeing things and thinking about things I could do, can do, might do, will do. All of that. What's your latest keyboard creation? Do you have a place where you share them, like on Instagram or something? Yeah, keyboard. Yeah, almost good. They share your links. Share your links. Fox, not really. They are good looking, but they are not separated yet. I need to, or if you want to, go back in this one and then split everything for you to be able to animate them. But it's a bit annoying in the way that it works. Like, I remember we talked about like 6 to 8 strands of hair, and for now they are just all the shapes in one place, and we will need to like split them in order to in order for you to be able to animate them as well as you did on Jinx. But so far we are pretty good. And yes, some shapes are weird. I know. I know. And so right now what I said earlier was this. Nice. Let me check those links. I forgot this one for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. So here we are. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's check. Oh. Oh. Do you have strong? You have a cat. That's a point. That's a point. That's a point. That's an instant like. Nice. Are you from Japan, or are you like mainly using the keys with the Japanese hiragana? Because yeah, just a wee. Good. Perfect. That makes sense. That makes sense. I like this. I like this overlay that Wildcat is doing as well. You probably know Wildcat, one of our greatest keyboard checker on YouTube. Personally, I think. And I do love the way that they type with the overlay of monkey type, or type monkey on top of it. It's good. Good. Do you have I mean, yeah. Do you have strong opinions on the new on the new Logitech keyboard? I like what they did though. On this one, do you have strong opinions on those? I think they look pretty good, to be honest. Round keys are always interesting, and I think they did a pretty good job to have a keyboard that is not so high, still being like mechanical with like simple keycaps. I think they're pretty good. What's your opinion on them? Do you think the round key are what make them like the keycaps, round keycaps? I don't think it's the keycaps that make them sound bad. I think it's the the actual mechanism behind it. But I will trust you more than what I know, because you seem to know more than I do. I don't like this though. It's yeah, I don't know. Like like what? Like the Lisa, like the Apple mouse? Like this one? That's what you call a flat mouse? Or are you talking about these? I don't know, I have one somewhere, forgot where I put it. It's I used a Magic Mouse what do you mean? What did I just show? This? Oh, what did I just show? Fuck, sorry. Whew. Latency. This. This is a trackpad. This is the Apple trackpad. Meaning that instead of having that's a pretty that's a pretty huge trackpad, and I love that. Then yeah, that's an expensive piece of gear by Apple, as always. But yeah, the mouse is pretty good. I used it for, I don't know, maybe maybe 7 years. I used a mouse like this one for 7 years, and then I switched to this because easier with the PC and the Mac. But then I needed a middle button for 3D. That's the only reason I switched. Fox, I think you broke the thing. You broke the colors. Maybe try to undo. Undo until you get the gauntlet. But yeah. You didn't do anything? Yeah, I'm looking at the other side, sorry. Let me check what you did. Did you... Yeah, you put them inside of a frame and then you made the frame a component? Yeah, do some undos until you go back to the Big's eye. Yeah, it was already a component. I see. I've seen your message. I'm just scared about what Fox did. The camera I'm using is the Sony Alpha 64. 64? Yes, 6400. I think if I do that, or that, yeah, here. That's the command in itself. It came back. Came back. We good. Now I lost the chat. Sorry. And yeah, I see. I've seen also your message about the. You said that the case, the keycaps, the switches, and the stabilizer makes a difference in the sound. I believe you would be able to change. You wouldn't be able to change the switches on that Logitech keyboard. Unswappable for everything would be better, but like that's difficult. And yeah, so Lisa, to like, yeah, you need to desolder, but that's annoying. I mean, annoying. But I'm not that into keyboard. I mean, I'm not that deep into keyboards in order for me to desolder switches already. That's what I will say. So yeah, for the mouse itself, Lisa, it's pretty good. What I like about it is the fact that it behaves like a trackpad, the Magic Mouse from Apple, and that's the only reason why I bought the trackpad as an accessory, like outside. When I switched to the MX Master 3, MX Master 3 and the MX keys for my keyboard, I needed the trackpad on top of it in order to be able to have the same experience as the mouse, because the Magic Mouse, the thing that I like about it is specifically on Figma. Fox, have a good dinner. We will probably not be here when you come back. Probably, not sure, but probably. On the Magic Mouse, you can scroll in any direction, like on a trackpad. So, for example, if I want to go diagonally, it's an option. Compared to this, I have two options. I can either not here. I can either go up and down, or because of the side wheel, I can go side to side. But I cannot like really go diagonally perfectly. The way to do that is to click and hold with the middle mouse. That's something that I discovered because I had the middle click that didn't exist on the Magic Mouse. But yeah, the fact that I need to be able to do this, and I need to be able to pinch and zoom on the Canva to go somewhere. That's something that I'm so used to do that I can't really live without in my design journey. So that's why I bought the trackpad. And so for flat mouses, like the Apple Magic Mouse, it's good if you are like if you've never had a mouse before. It's a good thing. It's fucking expensive, but it's a good thing, and it's also a very good mouse to take on like a bag or something, because this is fucking like it's a fat mouse. Like the Magic Mouse takes a third of the height of this, so it's like it's a weird thing. Yeah, Nino, do you want to stay for the raid before you go to bed, so that you can make me do pull-ups later? If you say no, it's fine. You can go to sleep. What do you mean you have a talent? But yeah, I was looking at the thing and I'm like, you know what? It's 56. I need to sleep as well. And do my thing. We progressed. I feel like the expression like the expression on both of them are not the same because of the nose. So we need to work on the nose and the skin. The skincare routine that they have here is much more Korean based than the skincare routine that doesn't exist here. So we need to work on that. But anyways, that's not the thing. What I want to do is find someone to raid. I have some ideas, but we'll see first. Yes. That's a yes. That's a yes. That's a fucking yes. Haven't traded them in a long time. They are playing Fall Guys, which is fun. So, anyways, thanks a lot for being here. As always, I will be back tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. UTC. Please join me for the raid. That will be appreciated. If you are a designer, feel free to do your assignments, because if you haven't done them, I will look at you with the big eyes. Not true, but like, yeah. I did a new command. Let's see if it works. It does work. So if you want to join the Discord, the link is here. And if you want to check the social, it will be on the second link in that message. All the other things are pretty useless. If you want to buy some t-shirt, you can buy some t-shirt. But that's not the point. I feel like this end stream message is way better than the previous thing that we did last week. Nonetheless, appreciate you as always. I will see you tomorrow, and yeah, take care of yourself. Sleep well, eat well, do everything well, and yeah, have fun. Bye.
But thank you. Yes, you guys got to see the back of the sweater.